We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Iowa Cubs and the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Yasel Sierra, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Digging in, Greg Winters, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
First pitch, 7:06.
That swung on and missed, and we're even at 1-1. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time, 68 degrees. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Ian Miller. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike 1. Miller is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. At the plate, David Bodie, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. One and one. 1 out and a runner on second base. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 4, Josh Fegley.
Into the box now, Josh Fegley. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball well outside. Here's the 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Adam Castro is at the plate as he watches ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Line drive to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The I-Cubs are out in front 1-0. Jarrell Cotton, the pitcher from the Virgin Islands, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping up now, Drew Jackson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Dodgers, the shortstop, Drew Jackson.
The pitch.
Nope, outside.
Now the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Justin Yurchak.
Stepping in, Justin Yurchak. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
1 out, nobody on. Still 1-2. Now the pitch.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches. To the
plate now, Chris Taylor. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollard. And he fouls this one off. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 0-1. Strike two taken. The fastball that clips the inside black.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We'll head to the top of the second, all even at 1 apiece. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Nico Horner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Vince Hendricks waits on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is 7. The second baseman, Vince Hendricks.
So striding forward now, Vince Hendricks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Mark Zagunis. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Matt Beatty. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Michael Bush.
At the plate, Michael Bush, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. And he struck him out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Drew Avens. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Into the box, Will Smith, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Avens is off of first with two away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
The 0-2 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jarrell Cotton, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Now it's 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
At the plate, Greg Winters. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. pulled toward right center field. On the move is Taylor. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian Miller.
Into the box, Ian Miller. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Hey, guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Into the box now, David Bodie, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that misses 1-1. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Josh Fegley. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. One and 0. Here it is. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Throw goes to third. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
Two outs here with a runner at third. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. Iowa leads it 2-1. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Yisel Sierra.
The Dodgers, the pitcher, Yisel Sierra.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Fouled off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Drew Jackson. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Justin Yurchak is on deck. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup have been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Yurchak looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now the 1-0. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Bodie is under it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 3, Chris.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Ready with the 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called strike. 1-2. A little roller toward the hole. He's got it. The throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 3-2 ball game. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Adam Castro. Now here's the pitch.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And that's too high, ball 2.
Too old to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that's finally over for a strike. Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Coming to the plate now, Nico Horner. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Vince Hendricks is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Hops this one up. Bush is there, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Dodgers lead this one 3-2. Now in the box, Matt Beatty. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
The first baseman, Matt Beatty.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And that one is gone. solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series as they push the lead to 4-2.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
In now, Michael Bush.
Second baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
Drew Avens swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Hey. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
Now at the plate, Will Smith. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. And that's over. 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
The pitcher, number 60, Yysel Sierra.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Yysel Sierra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 0-1 pitch. Nope. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
Great game plan so far by this offense. they're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
2 out with the man at first. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
The 3-1. Swing and a liner. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Dodgers out in front, 4-2. Settling in now, Jarrell Cotton. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. In there, a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
To the plate now, Greg Winters, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ian Miller.
Digging in and looking for more, Ian Miller. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's just out.
Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Yurchak takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, David Bodie.
Digging in once again, David Bodie. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
And no swing, apparently, ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now the 2-1. Pops this one up. Beatty in foul ground, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Oklahoma's out in front here, 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Drew Jackson.
The shortstop, Drew Jackson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. hit in the air out toward left. Miller is camped under this one. And he puts it away for the first down.
The third baseman, number 24, Justin Yurchak.
So coming to the plate, Justin Yurchak. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Chris Taylor.
So digging in now, Chris Taylor. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Here's the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. Dodgers lead this one 4-2. Joe Broussard takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Dodgers, number 21, Joe Broussard.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Fegley.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The windup and the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Hit down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Popped him up. Smith is underneath this one. And he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Adam Castro.
So stepping in, Adam Castro. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate now, Nico Horner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. Fooled him there, and a little pop-up to the right side. Beatty has it. The side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Dodgers out in front, 4-2. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up A.J. Pollock.
The right fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begins throwing. The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Brad Witt takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Into the box, Matt Beatty. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Michael Bush. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Two and 0 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in, Drew Avens. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be, not even close.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Standing in, Will Smith. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner to the left side. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he is in there.
The pitcher, number 21,
DJ Peters will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 70, DJ Peters.
And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. One and one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Miller is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now batting, Drew Jackson. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Swings through it for strike number 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the 7th here in game 1. The Dodgers lead it 6-2. Caleb Ferguson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Dodgers, number 64, Caleb Ferguson.
Leading off the inning, Vince Hendricks, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Ferguson features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Taylor is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Striding into the box, Mark Zagunis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Hernan Perez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 41, Hernan Perez.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Oklahoma's out in front here, 6-2. Ryan Tepera gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ryan Tepera.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Justin Yurchak.
The third baseman, Justin Yurchak.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And this is popped up near second base. And that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 3,
Chris Taylor will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. He's set. Here it comes. Strike swinging. Chased a high one there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, A.J. Pollock. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Two out, nobody on. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Greg Winters. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Pollock has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. At the plate, Ian Miller. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Bush ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
The third baseman, number 13, David Bodie.
Standing in, David Bodie. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. Jeremy Jeffress moves on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
So striding in, Matt Beatty. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
Matt Beatty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
The batter, second baseman, Michael Bush.
Stepping in now, Michael Bush. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
D-Roy, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Nobody out, runner on first. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Pitch to the plate is a splitter that misses, so he's behind in the count now, 3-1. Drew Avens is on deck. The 3-1, and a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Drew Avens. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
In now, Will Smith. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Carlos Sepulveda will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Coming to the plate now, Drew Jackson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute that.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. We're on to the 9th here in Game 1. Dodgers out in front, 6-2. Johnny Lassiter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Fegley.
Leading off for Iowa,
first pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The windup and the 0-1. Lassiter, a Dutch-born ball player. He offers up a 2-seamer, a slider, and a changeup. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Stepping in, Adam Castro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And it's quickly 0-2. Try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find a knockout there.
At the plate, Nico Horner. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-1 on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Joe Kelly takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now at the plate, Vince Hendricks. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's set, and the pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hard hit ball to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, that didn't take long. Comes in and gets the first batter he faces to hit into a game-ending double play. That's what you call efficiency, folks. Nice save.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one. Really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Dodgers jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Yasel Sierra earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious Dodgers, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For Iowa, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.